Okay, I want to show how you do I believe it's called a slip, slip, knit, two together on a kiss loom. And that's where you're going to have a slant of a decrease. And let's see if I have my sample to show you what that looks like. There it is. Okay, so to show you what a slip, slip, knit is, it's where you have a chain that's consistent going up one direction and back the other. Okay, so what you're doing is learning how to do that. Okay, so I'm going to show you how that's done. All right, so what you want to do is you want to take this stitch here, you're going to move it around here. Okay, then you're going to wrap it and knit the two together. Then you're going to move it over. Keep being mindful of your pins. Okay, then you're going to do a yarn over. That's simply front and back. Okay, that is a slip, slip, knit, two together. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to do it the other direction so that you get the V out the other direction. Now that one is fairly simple. Okay, let me do my two knits. I'm keeping up with the stitch pattern here. Okay. This one is pretty simple. Okay. So what you're going to do here is you're going to skip that stitch. You're going to pick up this stitch. You're going to move it over, and you're going to knit the two stitches together. You're going to pick that up and move it over to the next peg. Okay, but you're trying to get your yarn over. What you're going to do then is you're going to pull up here okay, go back and do that again and toss those two loops over. Going to pick that up and move it over, being aware of your pin. Now, so that you don't lose that, you're going to pick up that loop there and you're going to pull it back. That's your yarn over. Okay, that's how that is done. And that, I can't remember what that terminology is, but typically it's a decrease of some sort. But it works best when trying to get that V out. I can't remember the terminology I used. Hold on. That is a knit two together that we just did. So that's a knit two together. And when you read a graph and there's a little circle, that's a yarn over. Okay, so that little section we just pulled is actually a yarn over. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you that again and perhaps explain what's a slip slip knit and what is a knit two together. Okay. Okay, so what we're wanting to do is get a lean out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this stitch here and we're going to pick it up, be aware of your pin, and move it over here. Then you're going to wrap it like always. Toss the 2 loops over. This is a slip, slip, knit 2 together. Okay, so then you're going to pick this up. You're going to move it over. And that is a slip, slip, knit. This is a yarn over. Okay, then we're going to do 2 knits. Okay, this is just me keeping with my stitch patterning. Okay, now I need to do a knit 2 together. Okay, what we're doing is we're trying to push that out. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring this stitch, lift it up, and you're going to take it over to here. All right, you're going to wrap that and knit the 2 stitches together. So this is a knit 2 together. Okay, then you're going to move that over, keeping aware of the pins. Now hold that in place so that when you grab the connecting yarn, you can pull it onto the empty peg, and that creates a yarn over. Okay, so that is how you do a slip, slip, knit, which is the first one I did, and the second one I did is a knit 2 together. And when you pull up that leg, that's the one type of yarn over, and then you saw the other type of yarn over. And what those 2 techniques in combination do is they begin to create a angling of the stitch and creates a chain that angles out. Okay, so that is actually the whole purpose of this method. And what that does, those are the yarn overs right there. Okay, so if you're wondering what that method is that I just showed you, the first one is a slip, slip, knit 2 together. And the second one is a knit 2 together. So if you see those in a pattern, you know what you're looking at and how to do it on this loom. You also saw 2 different types of yarn overs, one where I just did a wrap and another one where I picked up that working yarn and pulled it onto it while holding that stitch in place. Okay, so that is how you do a slip, slip, knit and a knit 2 together, and how to do 2 different types of yarn overs.